Okay, I want to go across to my colleague Rishika Barua. She has a sampling of the posts that are coming in thick and fast on Twitter. You too can participate in this live Twitter debate. Use the hashtag YourVote2014 and we will aggregate the results as they appear live. Rishika, take it away. What do you have for us?
Well, Rahul, really interesting responses that have been coming in on Twitter. Rahul is the only man I have ever heard even mention electoral reforms, how representatives are chosen. So that's a clear positive coming in for Rahul Gandhi. We have been getting an overwhelming number of tweets per second, literally. So the strategy is, this time is for Raga Saga is to confuse the public via media, change the language. So that's a critique of Rahul Gandhi this time. Remember an English interview earlier and this time a Hindi one. Your vote 2014. Rahul Gandhi speaks from his heart and it reflects in his honest view, down to earth style, more dignified than Modi. So clear comparisons being drawn between Rahul Gandhi and Narendra Modi there. What a disappointing interview with Rahul Gandhi. It's high time that India to move away from dynastic politics. So that's a clear negative there. Very disappointed apparently with Rahul Gandhi's responses. We have Priyal who says that so far better performance than before. One may agree or disagree with him though. So that's a mixed kind of a response. He hasn't been able to convince this particular person but hasn't been able to disappoint her either. The most frustrating thing Rahul Gandhi said is that I am creating a backbone of the country. I say, were you sleeping for the last 10 years? So that's somebody who's clearly questioning Rahul Gandhi's track record for the past 10 years. In fact, not just in Amethi, but also remember Rahul Gandhi, if he wants to become Prime Minister, has to answer some tough questions there.
Okay, thanks Rishika. We'll keep coming back to you. But there's some very interesting points over there. And I want to build on the argument that Smriti Irani constructed. That a man who hasn't been able to develop Amethi, how will he be able to lead India? And you've got 2 minutes, Dr. Singhvi. And we traveled through Amethi. Amethi hardly looks like a VVIP constituency. It's a mess. The roads are poor. There is no electricity. A man who as member of parliament couldn't develop his constituency, how can he be expected to lead India? That's the question. You have 2 minutes to answer. Before Dr. Singhvi speaks, I want to say once again, use the hashtag YourVote2014. You can either agree or disagree with what Dr. Singhvi is saying on behalf of Rahul Gandhi. Just use the word Rahul, the hashtag YourVote2014, and we're running a live sentiment analysis on this. Dr. Singhvi, your time starts now.
As they say, when you don't have facts, confuse. When you don't have confusion, thump your desk. That's what is happening as far as the BJP is concerned. Firstly, I'll come to Amethi in half a second. Firstly, let me tell you that Rahul Gandhi and the Congress have ruled in the last 10 years, and their record for the country as a whole, where they have a central government governance locus, has been proved. UPA 1 far superior to NDA on every parameter, UPA 2 ahead of NDA, though behind UPA 1. So the contest, as I say, always is between UPA 1 and UPA 2 and not with the NDA. As far as Amethi is concerned, it's very rich. It's coming from Smriti Irani to suggest staying in the guest house when both Mr. Kumar Vishwas and Ms. Smriti Irani are parachuters into Amethi for electoral temporary benefit. They are talking of staying in a guest house for Rahul Gandhi, a person today welcomed with overwhelming support as the son of Amethi. Number 3, in his interview itself, and obviously since they haven't watched it, they don't know about it, he has addressed the issue. All the issues raised by Smriti Irani were addressed specifically to a question. Electricity and roads locally are entirely the function of the state government. He has carried on an endless campaign, writing, protesting and taking out abhiyans for better roads inside Amethi. But he cannot do much because it's a state government subject. But you see the highways, you see the self-help programs for women. There is no better self-help program than in Amethi and Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh where it started and Amethi where it was replicated. There is everything possible from a MP's side, whether it be MP LED funds utilization or pushing central programs there has been done. You cannot help it if the state government not only doesn't do things but deliberately gives the area stepmotherly treatment because they know that it is the bastion of Mr. Rahul Gandhi. So I don't think this election is to be fought on these.
Your time, Dr. Singhvi, is up. This is where the buzzer goes off. When you speak uninterrupted. When the buzzer goes off, you must halt. But the principal point made by Dr. Singhvi, Smriti Irani, and this is an important point, is that the state government discriminates against Amethi because they know that this is Rahul Gandhi's constituency. If they help develop it, Rahul Gandhi will get the kudos and the accolades. Therefore, whether it's the BSP earlier or the Samajwadi Party now, they discriminate against Amethi to show Rahul Gandhi in poor light. You've got 2 minutes to respond. On the back of this answer, we will run a sentiment analysis on where things stand. Right now, Smriti Irani, your time starts now. Take it away.
Well, Rahul Gandhi, who speaks about stepmotherly treatment towards the people of Amethi, conveniently forgets to tell the people of the nation that when he wants support from the Samajwadi Party to run a Congress government at the centre, the Samajwadi Party more than happily gives him that support. When he wants support to fight the Lok Sabha election in Amethi, the Samajwadi Party especially suddenly starts giving him such brotherly treatment that they do not even put up a candidate. तो भाईचारा सिर्फ सत्ता का सुख भोगने के लिए राहुल जी को प्राप्त होता है, वो भाईचारा सौतेलापन में तब बदल जाता है जब यहाँ पर बिजली नहीं आती है. Now Dr. Manu Singhvi speaks about the fact that Amethi is developed. Well sir, Amethi has been promised a train from Salon to Amethi. Amethi has been promised that train not only by Rahul Gandhi but also Rajiv Gandhi, also by Pandit Nehru. Last I checked, the Ministry of Railways was not functioning under the Samajwadi Party in Uttar Pradesh. It was very well functional under the UPA 1 and the UPA 2. Kindly tell me why this particular facility has not been provided by the Sansad, who happens to be the number 2 in your party, the so-called man who is giving a so-called rhetoric-less vision to India. Why is it that he is incompetent enough to not develop the constituency that he represents? When you talk about utilization of MP-led funds, sir, this is an MP who has not only not utilized his MP-led fund completely, but his parliament attendance is hardly even 50%. In fact, it comes down to around 43 to 45%. When you talk about this parliamentarian speaking about the angst and the plight of people, sir, he's spoken in the past year only twice in parliament, and that too never about the constituency that he represents, because he knows the minute he opens his mouth in parliament, it is the Samajwadi Party and the BSP, people who support you in the centre, who will come up with facts and figures about Amethi, which will be, sir, very, very inconvenient for Rahul Gandhi, who speaks about development all across the country during your campaign, but is unable to deliver on the promise of development in a constituency that he represents for so many years.
That's a very good counter from Smriti Irani. Dr. Singhvi has 1 minute for a rejoinder. The BJP argues that if you can get the nuclear deal passed with the help from the Samajwadi Party, if you have the BSP and the SP at your beck and call when you need them, surely if Rahul Gandhi was assertive enough, surely if he led a delegation to Mayawati earlier and Akhilesh now and said, I want electricity in Amethi, that would have been possible. Rahul Gandhi failed in his duty as a member of parliament by being very lackadaisical in his attitude as a member of parliament from Amethi. You've got 1 minute to counter that, Dr. Singhvi. Your time, sir, starts now.
Perhaps it has escaped her attention that the Samajwadi Party gave support precisely and only to keep out Ms. Smriti Irani's party, not for any other purpose. Perhaps it has also escaped her attention that we are fighting a vicious battle, electoral battle in Uttar Pradesh, and therefore there is no question of the Samajwadi Party agreeing with us. Perhaps it has also escaped the attention that the people of Amethi have elected and re-elected Rahul Gandhi times without number, and that everybody who is there today knows the sure verdict on 16th of May. They don't do it because they think that he gives stepmotherly treatment to that constituency. It's a different matter that state governments do not allow development to happen, and certainly if they give us support to keep the BJP out, it cannot translate necessarily into support for making roads within Amethi. And let me also make it clear that when Mr. Modi has an assembly in Gujarat for less than a month in a year, never attends, never speaks.
Never attends, never speak. That's your charge against Modi. Just hold there, Dr. Singhvi, because what I want to do right now is go across. Dr. Singhvi, your time is up. You've got the amount of time that you do. You must make your argument in that much time. I have to cut you over here.